The outcome of the U.S. election, whenever it is finally called, will have an impact on us here in Saskatchewan. For more on this, I'm joined by University of Regina economics professor Jason Childs. Jason, the markets react anytime something significant happens in the U.S. What are we seeing so far?
So far, we're seeing actually really positive response from the markets. A lot of the futures are up, and a lot of the indices are up. So this is a little bit of a surprise. Usually, markets run away screaming from uncertainty, but even though we haven't seen a clear result in the American election yet, they're responding positively.
What did you expect to see this morning?
Given the fact that there's been no call made, I expected everybody to be really cautious, low volume, and probably in a negative direction. But we're seeing things move upward rather than downward.
How does the pandemic play into all of this?
Well, when you look at the exit polling and some of the results coming out of the U.S. election, it apparently didn't seem to play much of a role with voters at all. So that was a little bit of a surprise. I expected it to be more top of mind to American voters, but it didn't seem to play in. And we're not seeing COVID penalty priced into any of the leading indicators either.
We've heard concerns about what will happen if Joe Biden gets elected in regards to the future of Keystone XL.
Mhm. Yeah, he's basically said he's not interested in it and is likely to pull some of the approvals required to get the project done. So that means either more oil going by rail than would otherwise be the case, or a reduction of our exports in oil, and that hurts Saskatchewan's bottom line.
Talking about exports leads me to trade. We've heard a lot about protectionism through the campaign. Do you
Mhm.
see that having an impact here? We do share a border with the U.S.
Yeah, it's going to have an impact on us. I mean, we've already been trying to navigate the ups and downs of dealing with Trump and the different tariffs on aluminum and steel and other products like that. Biden's no free trader. He is not keen on free trade. He's come out very strong in favor of America first, and is likely to try and pursue many of the same policies Trump did. So there's no reprieve if we get a Biden presidency on the trade front for us, really. And both Trump and Biden are really keyed in on China right now and trying to manage the world's relationship with China. I think we're likely under either presidency to see us being pushed towards sort of a fortress North America mentality.
As we wait for the next couple of days to figure out who is the next U.S. president, what is something you're going to be watching?
I'm going to be watching particularly the difference between Biden and Trump on taxes, because I think that's going to have a big effect on the American economy and some of the other policies that aren't economic but might trade off economic activity for other objectives. And I think that's another big difference we'll see. I'll be watching the markets to see which way they go, and I'll be watching commodity prices because those are going to indicate, give us a sense of the mood of the American public.
All right, thanks so much for this, Jason.
Thank you.
Jason Childs is an economics professor at the University of Regina.